What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're not going to be reacting to nothing. I'm going to do a story time of what I went through whenever I had my miscarriage. And it took me a minute to do this video because it is a little hard, but I'm going to try to get everything that I went through out. I have my notes, so if you see me looking down, that's why. But we're just gonna get right into the video, and if you guys enjoyed, then please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get on to the video. Okay, you guys, so the first thing I'm gonna start with is when I found out I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant December 13th, and it was after like a little vacation thing with my boyfriend. It was like a day vacation thing, and I just felt mad at the world. I felt like a voice inside my head was just telling me I'm pregnant. And so that's whenever I took a pregnancy test and I found out I was pregnant. And so it was going good, you know, everything was going good. I had my first ultrasound January 5th. It took me a minute to get seen, and I hated that so much. And so whenever I got seen, my baby's heartbeat was perfect. My baby was looking perfect. Everything was perfect. And then about 2 weeks, I want to say, maybe a week and a few days, I noticed my nausea was going away. I noticed my bloating was going away. I wasn't feeling pregnant anymore. And I was thinking, you know, maybe that is just me. You know, at the time, I thought I was 10 weeks because I was supposed to be 10 weeks from the time I was 8 weeks, and that was my first ultrasound. So, you know, those weeks went by, and I was supposed to be 10 weeks pregnant. So I was like, okay, this is just me getting out of my first trimester. Well, almost out. And usually your nausea and stuff goes away. And so I did not think much about it at all. I didn't think, nothing clicked in my head that something would have been wrong. And so on January 21st is whenever I woke up from a really long nap because I was so tired. And so I woke up, and it didn't click in my head that I was feeling weird. Like, I felt like I had to use the bathroom, but I didn't have to. So I went to the bathroom, and that's whenever I found the blood, obviously. So I gave it about 2 hours. I called the hospital, and at this time, I was sexually active. And your doctors always tell you, you know, you will bleed a little bit if you're sexually active. And so at the time, I wasn't really thinking much about it because, you know, I was sexually active, and maybe that was the problem. But it was a little too much blood for me to say this is just me sexually active. So that's whenever I gave it 2 hours after I called the hospital, and they said it was just because, you know, I was active. And whenever I found, like, it wasn't stopping, it wasn't slowing down, I went to the hospital. They took blood work, made sure everything was okay, and they tried to do the belly ultrasound. And I'm a big girl, so I was like, I'm a little, you know, too early for that. Like, I don't think you're going to be able to hear, you know, or even probably see much. So they took me back for a vaginal ultrasound, and after that is, I think, whenever my contractions started, because that is like the worst pain I ever felt. I thought it was gonna never end. So I feel like whenever she took that ultrasound, it kind of made my body boost a little bit to start being in labor. And so they came in, told me, you know, my baby didn't have a heartbeat, and my baby was basically gone. So the next day, I went to my women's doctor, And, you know, she took an ultrasound. She basically said exactly what the hospital said. And she talked me through it, talked me through what I could do. I could get in DNC, or I could do it naturally, or I could do it with the medicine that they give you to take home and birth your baby at home. So I took the medicine, and you take the medicine orally or vaginally. And I took it vaginally because it speeds up the process. And if you take it orally, you can have really bad cramps. So I took it vaginally, and this is already probably the 23rd, so January 23rd, and this is all 2021. And so it took me about 4 days to birth my, baby. And it took medicine 2 days, maybe a day and a half to work. And through that time, I was having bad contractions, horrible. I had to sleep on the couch. I barely slept because of how bad they were. If I just got up and walked, it felt like I needed to push, and that's whenever I guess my body was trying to just get out what it knew it needed to get out. So my body was in labor this whole time. And if I did not take the medicine, my body could have been in labor for 1 to 2 weeks. And some people's body can't do it naturally, so they do have to go get a DNC done. But thank God my body just done it naturally. And so I was sitting there on the couch, because I had to sleep on the couch and lay on the couch, going through all this pain. And I don't think the pushing was working, because it did not do anything. But my body said, look, you need to push. So whenever I birthed my baby on January 26th, it was the hardest day ever. After I birthed my baby, I just went to bed. And I dealt with just feeling down and sad and just not really wanting to do anything for a few days. And then I kind of eased my mind about it. I was thinking, everything happens for a reason, and it's hard, but it happens for a reason. You're not going to understand why, but it does happen to a lot of women. And a lot of women don't talk about it. But, so I am now 2 weeks and 1 day after my miscarriage. And I still have breakdowns here and there because it still hurts to know my first baby is gone. But I'm also at peace because I know my baby is in a better place. And I think that is the only reason that I'm okay, because there's nothing I can do about it but be happy that she is being took care of and everything will be okay. I had to recently, like about 2 days ago, take a pregnancy test to make sure everything was going good, my body was going back to normal. So it had to be negative. And it was negative. And I think that is whenever I broke down, because it was hard seeing a positive pregnancy test and then seeing a negative. That was just hard, especially for a baby I've been trying and waiting for so long. And so I did break down that night, and I moved on from it, because like I said, everything happens for a reason. And my baby is here with me. She's buried outside here, so I can go out there anytime. I'm going to put some pictures of her grave at the end of this video and an ultrasound of her. well, I call her her. Her name is Kenley Grace Williams, but I did not know what I was having, but I was just feeling like it was a girl, so I give my baby a name. A lot of mothers don't do that, but I'm gonna do that. So this video was meant to be informational, or just a story time. A lot of mothers don't talk about this stuff because it is hard to talk about it. It took me a lot to sit here and say, hey, I'm gonna film this, because it's pretty hard to talk about it even though we went through it. So I just hope you guys got whatever you needed out of this, and if you guys enjoyed, then please like, comment, and subscribe. And also, I'm running out of things to react to or make videos about, so please, if you will, comment what you guys want to see at the bottom of this video, and I will do it. But I will see you guys in the next. Angels know what they had. Our bed is so nice, up in heaven since you